Welcome everybody to Bergen.
Turn it on.
Alright, whatever, we don't need a microphone. Welcome everybody to Bergen Student News. I'm Zach Beagley.
And I'm Maddie Bowman.
And this is a special debate. Alright, first question that we're going to have this evening for our candidates are, how can you increase enrollment at Archbishop Bergen? And we're first going to start with Mr. Chris Rainey.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
How can you increase enrollment at Archbishop Bergen?
How could I increase enrollment at Archbishop Bergen?
Yes, sir.
Through, well, what's undergoing at the present time is an aggressive marketing campaign led by Father Jim Kaiser and a recruitment team to get the word out to the Fremont community about what it means to be a Bergen Knight and to the surrounding area. And I believe that once people understand what the school is all about and what our goals are and our mission here as disciples of Christ, I think our enrollment will increase.
All right, thank you. Before the next person, I'd like to remind you, you have about a minute for each question. All right, Mr. Dylan Lockett.
I think in order to increase enrollment at Bergen, an aggressive marketing campaign is an amazing idea. But however, we also have to pair that with lowering the costs of our tuition. As our students face financial times, it is essential that we begin to create diversity among our students. And lowering tuition will not only allow for more intelligent but less income families to be able to attend Bergen, and that will ultimately increase our enrollment.
All right, thank you, Mr. Locker. On to
less income is not proper grammar.
all right, Mr. Reller.
I think we should have a 5-second Super Bowl ad that we play during halftime. I think it would be easily implemented if we spend the entire year's budget on that 5-second Super Bowl. Thusly, we would attract people nationwide, not from the Fremont community, but from the international community. I'm talking Somalia, Uganda, very unique places. That would add to our school's diversity, nonetheless.
Thank you, Mr. Reller. Mr. Dom, you have on deck.
Well, considering that Cassidy stole my idea that I gave to him before the debate, now I have nothing. But I just came with this idea, since we have been getting more students from like Omaha and Arlington, of course. I think we should increase our recruitment in those areas because that's an untapped area. It could be a new pipeline, as you say, in sports recruiting. So that's my idea for increasing enrollment.
I think we should start swim team here because we have swimmers and our school might have a better result if we had swim team here.
The next question we have is, what are some key issues in our school and how would you fix them? Mr. Reed.
This is my prompter. I'd say that the first question is the most key issue that I could refer back to, and that's how to increase enrollment to help balance our finances so that we can continue our mission. So I would start with that first issue of getting more people educated in the community, in the surrounding area about sending their kids to Bergen so that we can increase our enrollment, balance our finances to continue our mission. That would be my first and most key issue.
The key issue is our we have to express our faith more and more within our community to show what Archbishop Bergen is about. And as Cassidy Reller suggested with a NFL, the Super Bowl ad, I think that would be a way that we could accomplish that with trying to increase our enrollment at Bergen.
Thank you.
I think the major problem is a lack of trust. Trust for the students and trust of the teachers. My main point would be the water bottle problem, which is a very key issue. It's the fact that we don't trust students to bring water bottles that actually have water in them to school, and therefore we require them to buy water bottles from us, which are not fairly priced. Thus, this has formed a trust, which I think the Securities and Exchange Commission would like to look into.
The most important issue is parking. It's not rocket science, guys. Come on. This is ridiculous. People parking in the middle of all the lines and taking up 4 spots, that's ridiculous. But also, I think we need to paint some new lines there so people can actually see them. I don't know, maybe fluorescent yellow, I don't know. What do you juniors think you can see better? But, because you guys are the problem, obviously. Nobody else does it, it's just you guys. Actually, from what I've seen, you're not too great at it either, Cassidy. But I think that's our main problem at Bergen.
Mr. B, how would you solve that?
I think one of the problems is we need more bus drivers at our school. I mean, come on. We're having trouble getting to places for transportation. So, you teachers need to get a CDL. So
What about the elementary teachers?
Our next question for the candidates is, how will we increase diversity in Bergen?
Well, as we can increase diversity, as I refer back to the marketing campaign that we have, by making people in the area, and especially the Fremont community, aware of the opportunities that are available to them, including the financial aid opportunities that are available to them, to show them that our school is an affordable option for people of all ethnicities in our community. That's it.
Mr. Locker, do you have this?
I think in order to increase diversity within our school, we first must need to lower our tuition costs in order to allow for low-income families to be able to attend Bergen, as well as we have to be an open community willing to accept a diversity, not only with different ethnicities, but as well as with different denominations of Christianity and overall different religions.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Miller.
I think we have a lot of diversity. But I think a better way we could further diversity is through a Super Bowl ad. Now, again, it only costs 1 to 2 years worth of our budget for a 5-second ad. This could bring across people from all around the world. We could have people from Japan, China, Somalia. Somalian pirates would teach us a lot about maritime laws. And that's very necessary in a modern global naval world.
All right. On to Mr. Dom.
Cassidy's idea is great, but if you blink, you're going to miss that commercial. So, I mean, he got about a...
Keep your eyes open.
eyes glued open for that commercial. But once again, I think we need to go in Arlington more. I mean, you got me, obviously. Obviously, it's a great place, and you can help those people. As we saw at the basketball game, they need some help. So if we go there, we can help them out and make them better. So that's my idea to increase diversity at Bergen.
I think uniform prices need to go down as well as tuition, and I think that will increase the
Okay, our next question might get a little messy, so let's keep it classy. What are the flaws that you see in the other debaters?
As a disciple of Christ, it is not in my nature to attack my fellow debaters, so I will forego answering this question.
Unlike Mr. Rainforth, I think it is important to point out the failures of the other. And we'll start with Mr. Rainforth, because there's a long list of those. One failure is the parking situation. We've seen no solution to it, and we still only have park in your spots, nothing else, no solution. Another is the water bottles, not being able to have our own water bottles because we think that that our students bring alcohol within those water bottles. As well as I think it's also important that we begin to trust our students more. And Mr. Rainforth shows a lack of trust, as well as not being able to express our creativity within the classroom. And
Trust is earned.
I think Bergen students earn that trust. Bergen students earn it.
Okay, that's a minute. It's okay.
Okay, Mr. Elder.
I would like to first correct Mr. Locker, who wants trust to be earned, even though last year during first semester he boldly lied to Mr. Rainforth's face that he was calling his mother. Thusly,
Ordering a pizza.
Ordering pizza from Godfather was taken off the phone. For someone to lecture about trust being earned, I'm talking, sir. Thank you. For someone to talk about trust being earned, and he boldly lies to the teacher's face, you can't trust that. So, you can't trust him. You have to consider that. Second, Austin Dom. What more can I say? Austin Dom. I find no flaws in Mr. Beacom.
One of the things I've learned in American government class, which is a lot, is that the definition of totalitarianism is when the government does not trust its citizens. Now, when we should be allowed to make decisions that
You're fired.
A dictatorship is something that maintains power through force and fear. Now, put the two together, and what do you get? Now, I'm not pointing at one person. Just think.
I don't like when you talk about
who fits
me.
that description?
Be afraid.
All right, thank you.
I think that we should have put all that money into Super Bowl for an ad for just 5 seconds. Come on now, Cassidy, 5 seconds.
Use your brain.
Yeah.